What's up, Aquarius? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. So, guys, welcome to your June love reading. So, let's see what is going on. And at the end of this, I will do separate advice for singles and couples so you see how it's going to apply to your life, okay? Now, this will be for sun, moon, and rising signs, okay? And if you guys do want your own personal reading, I always leave everything in the description of all my tarot videos so that you guys can get a hold of me, okay? All right. So, what is going on with the lovely sign of Aquarius in regards to love? June 2018. What is going on with my alphas when it comes to love? Let's see what cards are trying to pop out. Temperance card, very good, guys. So that could be that you're in a place where you're finally finding balance, that your soul feels good. For a few of you, maybe you're dealing with the Sagittarius. All right, guys. So let's see what's going on. Okay. So the energy that we have here is the Eight of Wands in the reverse. So right off bat, this could be someone that you stopped talking to, something that you stopped working on, something that had a lot of action before, but now it doesn't, something that's just not being reciprocated anymore. But you guys aren't actually, devastated towards it. With the Five of Cups in the reverse, if there is the sense of sadness, you are healing from it. But something that you just see as, not having a victory with, okay? But taking a very strong approach, having this tower moment where there's a huge change, and you actually being very, very happy because something ended and because you have a new start. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Now, the first card that you have for the past is the Knight of Wands. Okay, so it could be Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius that you're dealing with. This could be someone who's very passionate, someone that is very outspoken when it comes to how they feel about love, but someone that instills that lust and passion within you. Why is this Knight of Wands here? And we have the Seven of Swords. So whether it's you or the person that you're dealing with, there's someone that can be holding secrets here. Okay? And we have the Emperor that popped out again. So that could be the card for Aries or Virgo. Or this could be a sense of you guys being in a place where you're going to take all the wisdom and knowledge that you have in regards to love and making a very educated decision in terms of how to move forward with what you're dealing with. Okay, but still a tower moment coming in. And with the Death card, there's a big change that happens here. All right, so with the Death card, it doesn't necessarily mean something ending. This is one thing ending so that something new can start. This is a complete 180 with anything that you're dealing with. So for singles, that can mean you getting into a relationship. For couples, that can be you getting out of it. All right, and we have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse where there's a big change because of something that was very imbalanced. I just feel like there wasn't equal effort being put into something. And with the Eight of Swords, you guys are really in your head at this point. You really feel stuck in this situation. Okay, possibly, with that Sagittarius, but could be Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. And then we have the Queen of Cups here, so maybe even a water sign for some of you. But something that you feel that you have to move on from, but you're really stuck here, but you have to let it go with the last card here for the past, which is the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So let's see why this Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse here. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Somebody that becomes angry, someone that becomes very petty. This is someone going into extreme diva mode and just using all that passionate anger. Again, that fire sign that keeps following you guys. But anybody could take on this energy. It could be you guys taking on the energy as well. But you're removing yourself from a toxic situation. Okay, so I just feel like this is something that was really, really troubling, that was, keeping you worried. And with the moon card in the verse, you guys have clarity on something. So you're able to build in another direction. And I feel like for a majority of you, you're building yourself at this point because of something that had to go, something that had to end, something that you're guarded from. In the present moment, we have the strength card in the reverse. So that could be one of two things. Something that you feel debilitated, when you're around or when you're dealing with it. But it could also be something that you're really, really trying to push, something that you really want in your life, but it's not meant to be there. You're putting effort into the wrong thing. All right, we have the Six of Swords. So you have to move away from something. You feel debilitated at this point by it. Okay. And with the Three of Pentacles, that's where the force could be coming in. Maybe you're trying to work with somebody or bring something in with the person that you have to move away from. For others of you, you're moving away from something and there's something else that you're trying to build, whether that be yourself or another partner altogether. Okay, but something is definitely ending here because you just lost control of it. With the Chariot in the reverse, that's not having a tight rein on, the direction that you're going in regards to love. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Whatever it was that you lost control of, it's a beautiful thing that you did. It shows that a lot of luck and good fortune is going to come into your life because of this burden that you guys are dealing with. Okay? But there's just something that was really forced. There's injustices involved. You just weren't going to be able to build on this. But because you're not able to build on this, this is what you find. For some of you, you could have a new love offer just in general. For others of you, it could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio coming in. But this is going to come in at a time where you still feel unstable, where you're still transitioning. Okay. And we have the Two of Swords. So you're between a rock and a hard place. You have something you lost control of, but you have something really good happening. And you're right smack in the middle just trying to figure out how to, wrap your head around all of this. Okay, so you're at a standstill. You're very conflicted. There could be someone that you're still arguing while you have something good that's really there. But you're really trying to figure out the best way to move forward where you make the least mistakes. You have the Judgment card in the reverse, so you know that there's something that's not going to work out for you. It's just not good for you. All right, and you have the King of Swords. So you guys are really taking on this very powerful position, whether you were naturally this way this whole time or you just came into it because you had no other choice. But you know that you were burdened by something that was being forced, something that wasn't going to grow. But you're standing strong. You're cutting out what you know is unnecessary. You're moving forward in the way that you need to. And with moving forward, the first card here is the Eight of Pentacles. Something that you're working on. Again, whether it's something new completely or just working on yourself. But let's see why this is here. Eight of Wands in the reverse. It could be a constant effort to not talk to this person. It could be something that you actually, have to work on time and time and time again. That's kind of like when you're trying to change your mindset, and I say this to people who are very, very negative. It takes 3 times the effort to think positive thoughts than it is to think negative thoughts. So you guys could be actively putting effort into not speaking to this person. Or maybe you're trying to work on speaking to them, but someone doesn't want to speak to you, or vice versa. But with the Five of Cups in the reverse, there's this sense of healing. There's the sense of being able to breathe, feeling like you could breathe when you wake up, seeing that light at the end of the tunnel. And being okay with the fact that that wasn't going to grow and, just fully walking away from this altogether. And this doesn't even have to always be a person. Maybe it's a bad habit that you had or that someone else had, and they had to get that into accordance, with what was going to provide equilibrium for both sides. We have the Hierophant in the reverse. Some of you could be leaving a marriage. For others of you, it was just something unconventional that wasn't working that you just had to leave behind, whether it be a person or a habit. Okay? And with the Fool card, a complete new chapter. For those of you that are single, this is going to be, you going towards a direction where if you have someone new coming in, it's someone that you haven't been romantic with before. For others of you, it's just turning your back and, now you got to take on the world on your own. All right? And you're standing your ground with that because somebody here may have been juggling partners and you see it as a waste of time and effort and, blocking your blessings. The last card that we have is the Page of Wands in the reverse. So if you're dealing with the fire sign, maybe that person is just not talking to you at this point. But this is someone that's not speaking with passion anymore, something that you're not moving forward with anymore. And with the Four of Swords in the reverse, you've done all the thinking that you had to do, and you're ready to take that leap. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to leave the situation in the past. All right? You know you're not going to grow with it anymore with the Three of Wands in the reverse. Okay? There could be conflict for some of you with the fire sign, or just with someone that, you know, you had a lot of passion in, you know, in the past, but complete new chapter, something that is worth celebrating here. So whatever it is that you're leaving behind, it's really setting you up for something really good. It's just I feel like the letting go part is going to be difficult for some of you. Okay? All right, so let's see what's going on with Aquarius singles first, and then we'll look into Aquarius couples. Okay. What is going on with Aquarius singles? All right. Oh my goodness. I have these little fruit flies that I'm like trying to clear out of my house. So if you guys have any remedies for that, please just let me know. It's like 4 of them and I can never catch them. All right. So for singles, there's this sense of betrayal that comes in and you guys seeing something for what it is. Okay, whether it's on your end or someone seeing who you are, but something that takes a negative turn here. Okay, something's coming to light. So there could be a sense of you finding stability with someone, trying to have a new start with them, but then feeling a loss when that happens. Okay, so these cards definitely do need to be clarified so I can get a much larger picture, or clearer picture rather. Why is this? Okay, that tells me everything, but I'll get 2 more. Okay. For my singles, there's someone that you're talking to. Just be careful. All right. Maybe they're not as into you as you are into them, or maybe you know you're not into them the same way they are into you. But this is something that should just be avoided because there's no balance here. There's somebody that's here for convenience. There's somebody that's here because there's something that they can benefit from the other person. Okay. For some of you, it could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that you're gonna have a new start with, but you're gonna end up, either causing them to feel a loss or you yourself feeling a loss. But with this loss that comes in, you find balance because it's not something that's meant to be in your life. I don't see it taking a good turn. I see you guys, seeing something coming to light and not accepting any offers. So advice for singles is don't do it. Okay? All right. So Aquarius couples, let's see what's going on. Okay, so for couples as well, at the very least, I see a lot of instability. And, for a small number of you, I do see a reconciliation that can happen with your partner. For the majority, just with this energy, there's just something that's causing a lot of chaos, causing you to feel very lost, and something that's being very unstable. Okay, it's like you're trying to build something, but there's a sense of rejection that's being felt here. Okay, you guys are doing your best to get over a betrayal that's happened, but you feel like you're having no success. There's a lot of burden here. there's an area within this relationship that is not going to grow anymore. So we have the Death card. So this is going to mean an ending for a lot of you. For others of you, this is going to be, if you want this to work, a lot of shit has to change. But you have to ask yourself, is this worth it? Is there someone that's playing you? Are you playing someone? Are there secrets that are being held? You know, do you feel like you're being very guarded? Why is the Two of Wands in reverse here? We have the Three of Swords. Why is this Four of Wands in reverse here? You guys gotta guard yourself from some conflict. There's something that you just should not be moving towards, and you know in your heart that this is bad judgment. You know in your soul this is bad judgment. I think you guys have to accept the fact that there's something you have to walk away from. Okay? And like I keep saying, for the majority of you, I feel like you're walking away completely. But for some of you, if you want this to work, if you truly want this to work, you need some serious spring cleaning. Okay? Something really needs to change, because there's this sense of being between a rock and a hard place, not knowing what to do, but feeling heartbroken. Or maybe someone else is feeling heartbroken because of your actions. Maybe somebody's undecided between two people. But I just see a lot of chaos here, guys. So yeah, either walk away or really make a huge change that can affect, you guys in a positive way. Okay? But definitely a roller coaster ride that you're going to be going on. So Aquarius, I love you guys. I'm going to come out with the mid-month readings next. So, let's see if this situation pops up and if we can see a progression at that point. But I wish you guys the best of luck with this. And if you want to look into it further on your own accord, then you guys can reach out to me for personal reading. Everything is in the description below. Okay? Take care, guys. I love you. And keep your head up, okay? You guys got this. Take care.